can your conscience be trusted to guide you in matters of what is true and what is right? Many people say that it doesn't really matter what you follow or what you believe or practice as long as you follow your conscience. Or perhaps you may have been advised, that you should follow your heart or heed your inner voice when making decisions about morality, truth, error, sin, and righteousness. Most times, it's very foolish and naive to follow one's feelings about things such as our health, our money, businesses, or even politics. Okay, for instance, a doctor refuses to diagnose a patient and goes ahead to conclude based on his feelings that the patient is having a mere abdominal pain, whereas the patient has actually developed chronic gastric ulcer. So if we can't follow our feelings or our conscience in these matters, why would we trust our conscience to make decisions that are so important that they determine where we spend eternity? Okay, we have three arms of government, right? We have the legislative arm, the judiciary, and we have the executive. Think of your conscience as the judiciary arm of government. What does judiciary do? It interprets the law and pass judgment according to the law. So our conscience is not a legislator, it's a judge. Judges are not supposed to make laws. Courts don't draft and pass legislations. Rather, a court decides if conduct has been in accordance with the already established law. In Paul's years of persecuting Christians, he once remarked in the book of Acts, he said that all his actions were carried out with a pure conscience. Okay, let's see what Acts 23:1 says. It says, and Paul, earnestly beholding the council, said, men and brethren, I have lived in all good conscience before God until this day. So you see, you can be a tyrant and be killing with a good conscience. You can be a thief and be stealing with a good conscience. There was this report of a unique gang of robbers who, before their theft operation, engaged in prayers for guidance. Then after a successful heist, they expressed gratitude to God for a successful operation. My friends, your conscience will judge you based on what you feed on. If you feed on God's words, your conscience will judge you based on God's words. So dear friend, our conscience should not be our guide, but rather our conscience needs to be safely guided.